Hi everyone, welcome to this video on getting started with the Syncfusion Toast component in a Blazor server application. In this video, I will explain how to create a Blazor application and add Syncfusion Blazor package. Then I will show you how to add the Syncfusion Blazor Toast component to the Blazor server application. After creating the Toast component, I will explain to you the different toast positions, timeout, and finally how to render the toast content using an HTML template. To explore all the features available for the Toast component, visit our website link provided in the above YouTube card. You can create a Blazor application using either Visual Studio 2019 or Visual Studio Code. In this video, I will create a server-side Blazor application using Visual Studio 2019. I have installed the .NET Core SDK 3.12. To follow along with this video, one should have a basic understanding of C#, HTML and CSS. You can also watch a detailed video on Blazor and Syncfusion controls titled Create a Blazor Server App and Add Syncfusion Blazor Components, which I have shared in the YouTube card. Now, let me create a Blazor project first. I select the Blazor app template, provide the project name, My Blazor Server App, and click Create. Here, the Blazor Server app was selected by default, and I proceed by clicking the Create button. Now, Visual Studio has generated a Blazor server application. To use Syncfusion Blazor components, I need to install the Syncfusion Blazor NuGet package in my application. To do that, I open the NuGet package manager by right-clicking the project file and selecting Manage NuGet Packages. Under the Browse tab, I search for the Syncfusion Blazor package. I select it and click the Install button. The installation is completed now. When you check the dependencies folder and the packages folder, and you will find the Syncfusion Blazor package added to this application. Next, the Syncfusion Blazor service must be registered in the services container. For that, I open the startup.cs file and use the Syncfusion Blazor namespace. Within the configure services method, I make a call to the add Syncfusion Blazor method. This makes Syncfusion Blazor services available within the application. Next, I must register a valid Syncfusion license key. To do so, in the configure method, I call the Syncfusion license provider static method register license. You also need to pass your Syncfusion license key as a string parameter in the register license method. I have done this off screen. Within the pages folder, open the host.cs HTML file. Within the head tag, add the required CSS file to render the Syncfusion Blazor components. In this example, I refer the CSS file from the installed Syncfusion Blazor package. Now, I want to show the Syncfusion Blazor Toast component when I click a button in the index component. To do so, I use the Syncfusion Blazor notifications namespace to access the Syncfusion Blazor Toast component and use the Syncfusion Blazor buttons namespace to access the Syncfusion Blazor button component. Adding these namespaces here will allow me to use the component markups in this index component. I can import these namespaces in the imports.razor page to make it available in all Razor components within this application. I remove the existing code and type a SF toast tag. I add the title property and set the value. I add the content property and set the value toast content. Using code directive, I add a public property of type string named toast content and set a string value. Now I need to show the toast when a button is clicked. To do this, first in the SF toast tag, I add the ref attribute and set the value to toast obj. In the code directive, I create a variable of type SF toast and name it toast obj so that I can access any toast API using this object in C#. I add an SF button tag and set the content to show toasts. I add the onClick event and set the method name show onClick. In the code directive, I implement this method. I add the private void method show onClick. Within it, I call this toast objects show method. In the same way, I add a button to hide it when clicked. I implement the hide on click method. You can see that I have passed a string parameter all. This will hide all the visible toasts. Let me save this and run the application. I click on the Show Toast button and the toast appears. After a few milliseconds, the toast disappears. I click the Show Toast button 3 times continuously and 3 toasts are shown. When I click on the Hide All button, all the toasts are hidden in single click. Now, let me show you how to customize the toast position. You can customize the position of the toast component to 5 static locations around the target. They are based on the predefined X and Y positions. X has 3 positions, left, center, and right. The Y has top and bottom. The default value of X is left and for Y is top. To set the position of the toast within the SF toast tag, I add the toast position tag and set the X value to right. I add Y property and set the default value top for clarity. I save the file and run the application. I click on the Show Toast button and the toast appears in the top right position of the screen. Next, I will show you how to customize the toast timeout. To do so, in the SF toast tag, I add the timeout property and set the value to 500 milliseconds. I save the file and run the application. I click on the Show Toast button and the toast appears and disappears after 500 milliseconds. You can also show the toast for as long as you like. This can be achieved by setting the timeout property to 0. I save the file and run the application. I click on the Show Toast button and the toast is shown, but it remains there until I click the Hide All button. You can also add a close button to the toast to close it at any time. To do this, in the SF toast tag, I add the Show Close button property and set its value to true. I save the file and run the application. I click on the Show Toast button and the toast appears with a close button. When I click the close button, it collapses the toast. You can show the content of the toast with a simple string or a template. Now I will show you how to customize the toast content using an HTML template. I will show you a simple alarm with a map image. In the SF toast tag, I remove the content and the title property since we are going to add the content as template. Within the SF toast tag, I add the toast templates tag and the template tag. I add some HTML content. I have added a div for the title, a div for the message, and an image tag. Using the style tag, I add styles for those HTML elements. Let me save the file and run the application. I click the Show Toast button and you can see the customized toast with HTML content in it. If you need more information about the Syncfusion Blazor Toast component, you can refer to our online documentation. A link is provided in the description of this video. Finally, let me summarize the main points. I have explained the steps to create a Blazor application and add the Syncfusion Blazor package. Then I showed you how to add the Syncfusion Blazor Toast component to the Blazor server application. Finally, I explained to you the different toast positions, timeout, and how to render toast content using an HTML template. You can download this working example from the GitHub link in the video description below. You can also see about getting a free license key to use our Blazor products if you are eligible for our community license. If you found this video useful, click the like button and subscribe to our channel to get notifications about new videos. Thanks for watching.